CDC's travel mask mandate is void.
A Tampa judge ruled against it late yesterday, calling it unlawful. Airlines, airports, and the TSA ended their policies while many passengers ditched their masks. Judge Kathryn Kimball Mizelle says the CDC exceeded its authority, didn't follow proper rulemaking, failed to justify the decision. The suit brought against the president came from two women and the Health Freedom Defense Fund. That's a nonprofit that has challenged vaccine and mask mandates nationwide.
Now 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean joining us live at the airport this morning. And Jenny, lots of passengers behind you, mixed bag.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, I think people are kind of finding out about it as they get here. They're unsure whether they can take their masks off, while some ditched them before they even got here. And I have to say, it is strange to be standing here inside the airport for the first time in more than 2 years without wearing a mask. And I think in general, everybody can say that it does feel a little strange whether they like having the option or not. Now, we want to show you some video that we got last night when hours after the ruling, around 9 o'clock, they made an announcement here at Tampa International Airport over the PA that people did not need to wear their masks any longer. People were actually clapping as the workers here at the airport went around picking up the signs that said that masks were required. They were loading them up onto a cart and storing them away. And even though the mandate is lifted, we do want to mention that the CDC is still encouraging people to mask up on all public transit. But for many passengers, it's a relief just to have the option.
I mean, personally, I think it's your personal choice. I don't think that we have a right to tell people at this point, especially since there's not a lot of deaths.
I think it's a personal choice.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should be able to choose for themselves.
And some people are still choosing to wear masks. We talked to a passenger last night who says she will continue to wear her N95 mask because she said she's 83 years old, and to simply put it, she doesn't want to get sick.
Well, masks have caused a lot of issues on airplanes, leading to videos just like these. The FAA says more than 70% of unruly passengers that they deal with are because of those masks. I mean, look at these videos. Let's take a deeper dive, into those numbers. This year alone, the FAA says more than 700 of the 1,100 unruly passenger reports were related to masks. The FAA put a zero tolerance policy for unruly passengers in place in January of 2021. And that means no more warnings. Instead, you face potential flight bans, fines, even legal action. So far this year, 169 people have been taken to court over these incidents. Now, before the mandate was dropped, the Biden administration says it was considering requests from airlines to create a federal no-fly list for people who violate mask rules. Every airline already has its own no-fly list. Some carriers are pushing to share that information with one another.
And getting rid of that mandate means masks are no longer required on public transportation. That includes buses and trains. But transportation leaders here say they need more time to make the call. Hart says masks are still required on all of its vehicles. That includes the TICO line streetcar system until they get more guidance directly from the TSA. Also, PSTA issued a similar statement saying they will make changes once they hear from Homeland Security. Spokesperson says even when they get that guidance, it could take some time for the policy to change. Amtrak's Silver Service route, which runs through Tampa, the train company not requiring riders or employees to wear masks anymore, but says they are, quote, welcome and remain an important preventative measure against COVID-19.